The footage from Iran right now raises the question we're all asking. Is regime change finally here? Gary Lane from CBN's The Global Lane spoke with an Iranian insider for his perspective. Here's an excerpt.
Joining us to share some insights is the founder and president of Irani Live Ministries, Hormoz Shariat. It's good to talk with you, Hormoz. So what are you hearing from people inside Iran about the Venezuelan raid? Because I'm sure the Iranian leadership is concerned. There are reports circulating that the Ayatollah is preparing an escape plan just in case he's forced to flee to Moscow or somewhere else.
Of course, yeah, we are in touch with the people of Iran. As a 24/7 broadcast, we go over the heads of the mullahs into people's homes and they respond to us. So we are daily in touch with the people of Iran. And I see a new hope in the people of Iran. But you're asking about the government. The government of Iran is very fearful. The side of the fear has changed. People used to be afraid of the government. Now, the government is afraid of the people. And with what happened in Venezuela and what Trump said, that if you attack, if you kill the people, I will come to the rescue, the leadership in Iran is very afraid, even more afraid, because they attacked the army commanders in June, in the war, they attacked Iran. So when Trump says, I will defend them, it could mean that for the first time ever, he will attack the clerics. Not even one cleric has been killed over all these years.
Yes, he could have done it back in June, and he did not. He wanted to spare his life. So these anti-government protests are not subsiding. What makes this unrest different this time, Hormoz, from what we've seen in Iran in recent years?
There are a couple of differences. One is that the motivation for these protests, it used to be for freedom. We want more freedom. We don't want the covering. But this one is not for freedom. It's for bread. They're not saying, where is my vote? They're saying, where is my bread? And the economy is the main motivation for such a large number of people coming on the streets. They have problem with bread, water, you know about water, electricity, medicine. That's just heartbreaking. When a family, their loved one is dying and they can't afford a $30, $40 medicine that can save their loved one and they die. So this is all has put together a motivation that's different than before. So one is motivation. Another difference is that for the first time they're united, and they're united around Prince Pahlavi. The last uprising, there was separation. There were many factions, and they did not come together. The opposition did not come to peace with each other. They did not unite. But right now, no matter who, people of Iran are choosing him as the center of unity. Those who were against him, I had people who were against Shah, against Prince Pahlavi just a few months ago, and they are saying, I'm with him because there is no other choice. So this is different today. And after many years of hopelessness, for the first time in many years, the people of Iran are hopeful.
CBN President Gordon Robertson also spoke with the Israeli ambassador to the UN, Danny Danon, for his read on what's happening in Iran.
I read a report this morning that there's now a war council in Iran, and they are actively talking about launching some kind of preemptive strike against Israel. Is that intelligence accurate? Is that report accurate? What is Israel seeing Iran doing in terms of rebuilding both ballistic missiles and nuclear weapons?
But Gordon, we actually hope that something will change after the successful operation of Israel and the U.S. against the nuclear site in Iran, that the regime will change course, will get the message. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. They continued with the will to build ballistic missiles and the desire to obtain nuclear capabilities and taking the resources from the people of Iran in order to build weapons of mass destruction. So, we are watching what's happening. The U.S. watches what's happening. We have no intention for escalation. We are a peaceful nation. We have no border with Iran. We have no disputes with them. But unfortunately, we see what they are doing and their desire to build weapons that can destroy Israel. And it's not only the nuclear. It's very important to understand that, I think we were very successful pushing back their nuclear capabilities. But if they will be able to build their ballistic missiles capabilities, that's a problem by itself. You know, when you have 1,000 ballistic missiles and you aim them into one location in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem, it's harmful. It's even at the same damage as a nuclear bomb. So we cannot take that risk. We follow very carefully what's happening there, and we are determined not to allow them to obtain those capabilities.
In our report, we mentioned that whole cities had been taken over by the protest movement, calling for governmental change. Are you seeing that? Is that a reality on the ground?
I think they are fed up with this regime, and it is about time that we will see a change. You know, they deserve better. You know, now it's a winter time in Tehran. They don't have heating. Think about the babies in Tehran that suffer because of this regime. They don't have formula for the babies. They suffer. And the regime takes the funds and the money and the resources in order to send it to the proxies. So they send billions of dollars to Hezbollah, to the Houthis, to radical proxies, rather than invest it in the people of Iran. We look at what's happening in Tehran and other cities, and we are saying directly to the people of Iran, we hear your voices, we feel your pain, we share your hope for a better future. And we know that, you know, the people of Iran, they suffer from this regime. And they are courageous, they are brave, they are paying a very painful price for their freedom. And we hope that for now, we'll see a change.